Today is a day of gratitude to those who inspire us, who guide us, who support us, and also to those who work relentlessly in educating and enlightening us despite the challenges posed by this pandemic.
They were the people who put seamless effort and hard work to reach us and connect us. Today is the day to celebrate them and thank them. Now, let us wish them
A very happy Teachers' Day. Myself Sukirta,
and this is Ashwath.
Take immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the annual Teachers' Day celebration 2020.
Dear teachers,
You guided us when we were lost.
you supported us when we are weak.
You enlightened us all through.
Today, what we are is because all of you.
Thank you. Without any further delay, let's get to the celebration.
We now invite Band Ekratha to invoke the blessings of Almighty through prayer song.
எனக்கு வேண்டும் வரங்களே இசைப்பேன் கேளாய் கணபதி எனக்கு வேண்டும் வரங்களே இசைப்பேன் கேளாய் கணபதி மனதில் சரணமில்லாமல் மதியில் இருளே தோன்றாமல் மனதில் சலனமில்லாமல் மதியில் இருளே தோன்றாமல் நினைக்கும் பொழுது நின் மௌன நிலை வந்திட நீ செயல் வேண்டும் நினைக்கும் பொழுது நின் மௌன நிலை வந்திட நீ செயல் வேண்டும் கணக்கும் செல்வம் 100 வயது இவையும் தரணி கடவாயே கணக்கும் செல்வம் 100 வயது இவையும் தரணி கடவாயே எனக்கு வேண்டும் வரங்களே இசைப்பேன் கேளாய் கணபதி இசைப்பேன் கேளாய் கணபதி.
With that vibrant song, let's begin the event.
Now we have with us the most dynamic and versatile personality, Dr. Vijila Kennedy, Principal, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, to enlighten us all about the significance of Teachers' Day.
Delighted to greet and wish you on this Teachers' Day. As teachers, we stand tall and proud, creating an impact in the world, or as Steve Jobs says, creating a dent in the universe. As teachers, we believe that we influence the 60 students who are sitting there in front of us every day. But we should also understand we are much more than that, and we create a ripple effect. Today, if India has reached the top 50 in the Global Innovation Index, or if you have launched a Chandrayaan, or there is a Sundar Pichai sitting in a top position in our best corporate world, or if we look at even Bharatiyar University, which has reached the 818th rank in the world, it is all because teachers have been and are working in different corners of the country, in different domains, in different areas. And this is what is the ripple effect, where when we start doing some work in a small area, but we create a larger impact. And that's how we should be proud today. And that is how we should be strong. And that is how we should be happy that we are key citizens in this country, creating this change in the nation. But at the same time, we are also in the cusp of very changing, very unprecedented times, where education is taking different turns. We are standing in the crossroads of very many different things. And these times, for teachers as us, we may be looking at these times as very traumatic times or dramatic times. It can be a exciting time for us. It can be a time where we look at education as a very vast ocean, and moving away from the safe shores of what we are comfortable with, we are venturing into a vast ocean. We can look at the waves and changes and become worried, anxious, or we could look at the ocean and the horizon, and we can enjoy the vast possibilities that are spread in front of us. And as teachers, I think we should be positive and we should have that open mindset to understand what can be the new possibilities that can arise and where can we create the dent and where can we create that impact. I think that should be the driving force of teachers for us today. As we celebrate Teachers' Day, we look back and we celebrate our past successes, but we also look forward and say, what more can we do? What else can we do? What are the new areas where we can create the ripple? And as we work in our own small spheres, in a department, in a college, in a university, I think we should remember always that we are creating the larger impact in the world and in the country. And today, to inspire us more as to how best we can create this ripple effect as teachers in our own domains, we have our Honorable Chairman, Dr. B.K. Krishnaraj Vanavarayar with us. We are very honored to have him here to give the presidential address and inspire us. Sir is a very experienced educationist, an astute businessman, voracious reader, a wonderful orator, a very generous philanthropist, and a fine artist. And we have this beacon of light which guides the Kumaraguru institution forward in times where there are very exciting opportunities and where every one of us will have to play a key role. We are very happy that he is addressing us today. And I'm sure his words of inspiration will lead us forward and create that dent in the universe. Thank you.
I'm very happy to meet all of you on this most auspicious day, the Teachers' Day. This happens to be the birthday of the great philosopher statesman, Dr. Radhakrishnan. And every year, all over India, in all education institutions, schools or colleges or universities, this day is observed with great reverence as a mark of our respect to that great statesman. Why India chose a philosopher, a person who teaches philosophy, in whose name this day is celebrated? The reason being, philosophy is the basic science. It teaches every one of us what life is all about. Why is it so unique and how it has to be lived? Therefore, it's only fair that India chose this day. What is the use of knowing everything if you don't know yourself? And philosophy is just that. Philosophy teaches us how we have to live this life to the best possible advantage. I'm happy KCT every year celebrates or observes this day. On this day, we have to do three things. One, we should know for certain what is the purpose of education. Two, this is a day we have to thank our teachers. Three, the teachers themselves should undergo a certain introspection to know what their role is and whether they are doing justice to it. These are, in my opinion, the three main purposes why this day is observed. I might even repeat it again, no harm. What is the aim of education? Is it just to get a degree, a career, and settle down in life, or something beyond that? The second one, we need to thank our teachers. They are the ones who made us what we are today. The third one, as I told you, the teachers should utilize this day to go through a certain introspection and find out whether they are doing justice to this great profession. Now let me take one by one. Aim of education. Education, in my opinion, is primarily a game changer. Changes happen on its own without anybody's asking. But education should go to define and refine that change for the betterment of humanity. That's why it will be nice on my part to give you a definition of education as was said by Dr. Radhakrishnan. One of the best quotations you can come across. Education to be complete has to be humane. It should include not only the training of the intellect, but disciplining the heart and refinement of the soul. If I were to explain this, it will take an whole hour. Today we don't have time for all that. But enough you understand this. Education to be complete has to be humane. Primarily, the humane qualities of an individual has to be manifested through education. Education has to sensitize the youth to be a caring person. It's not enough he empowers himself, but he should go to enrich the society. That is what Dr. Radhakrishnan meant about education. I do not know how many of you know, as soon as India became free, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister, gave the responsibility of preparing an education policy to Dr. Radhakrishnan. And in the preamble itself, Dr. Radhakrishnan clearly says, value-based education. Education without values make no sense. So we have to understand education as a game changer, holistic in nature, which will go to transform a youth to emerge as an enlightened citizen, not just to empower himself, but to enrich the society. So much about education. The most important purpose of education is only through good education you can build a strong nation. So the nation building process has to be the prime concern of education. Now the next point I told you, we need to thank our teachers. Of course we have to thank our teachers. Each one of us will remember one teacher who has made us what we are today. I remember one teacher of mine who made me what I am. So we are all grateful to that teacher all the time. In fact, in KCT, 2-3 years back, we brought out a book where every teacher was given an opportunity to share one teacher whom he or she remembers with gratitude. So this is a day we have to thank our teachers. The third one I told you, teachers have to introspect today to know what their real role is and whether they are doing justice to it. Teaching profession, normally we say, is a noble profession. I said this once in a platform, and Swami Dayananda Saraswati was seated next to me. After I completed my speech, when I came and sat next to him, he told me, don't you ever say teaching profession is a noble profession, because teaching is not a profession. Teaching is not a profession. That's not the way I've understood in India. Through the mother, you get to know your father. And through the father, you get to know your teacher. And through the teacher, you understand or realize the God within you. That is why in India, teachers are held in high esteem. மாதா பிதா குரு தெய்வம் அப்படித்தான் இங்கே சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. தாயின் மூலமாக தந்தையை தெரிந்து கொள்கின்றோம், தந்தையின் மூலமாக ஆசிரியரை தெரிந்து கொள்கின்றோம், ஆசிரியர் மூலமாக நம்முள் இருக்கின்ற இறைவனை தெரிந்து கொள்கின்றோம் என்று சொன்னது இந்த ஒரே ஒரு தேசத்தில் தான். ஆகவே தான் ஒரு தத்துவ மேதையின் பிறந்த நாளை ஆசிரியர் தினமாக நாம் கொண்டாடுகின்றோம். ஸோ டீச்சிங் is not a profession. It is primarily a service. Because you are in charge of grooming the youth to emerge as enlightened citizens, responsible citizens. Equally so, you got to be proud of being a teacher. You should not think I didn't get a better job, so I chose to be a teacher. Teaching is not to my liking, it's not my first choice. I didn't get a job anywhere else, so I decided to become a teacher. Never you say like that. To the contrary, you got to be proud of the fact that you are a teacher. Abdul Kalam, you all know, they wanted him to be the president for a second term. One term over, second term also you please continue, everybody said. But Kalam said, no, I would like to go back to Anna University as a teacher. I don't want this. You can imagine how big this profession is. So you got to realize that, and you got to be proud of the fact that God has been kind to you to make you a teacher in this birth. Equally so, you got to be very excited about it. Because as I told you, you are responsible in preparing generations after generations. If you see it like that, teaching will never be a monotonous job. To the contrary, it will be very exciting. Then you got to enjoy teaching. எந்த ஒன்றையும் நாம் விருப்பப்பட்டு செய்தால்தான் அதை நாம் செம்மையாக செய்ய முடியும். வேறு வழி இல்லாமல் விதி என்று நொந்து கொண்டு ஒரு காரியத்தை செய்தால் we cannot do justice to it. Abdul Kalam loved to be a teacher. He was proud to be a teacher. He enjoyed teaching. You all know the end came to him when he was addressing students at the IIM, Shillong. He wanted to die that way. He died like that. So you got to be proud. You got to enjoy teaching. When you go into the classroom, you got to be happy. Because you are going to decide the fate of hundreds of youth. The parents are somewhere else. They have entrusted the children to us. So we have a big responsibility to do justice to them. Now, teachers, you have a choice. First choice. Okay, this is a career. They are paying me, I will be a teacher. This is one choice. The second choice, yes, they are paying. Yes, it's a career. More than that, this is a great responsibility to contribute to the nation building process. You got to instill the right attitude among your youth. It's not enough you prepare them for exams, ensure they get high marks, ranks and distinctions and a placement. The teacher's job does not end there. To the contrary, you have to plant in them a big dream, a very big dream, a dream which will take them to much higher levels and one day emerge as great achievers. At the end of it, when you are going to retire, when you look back, you got to be proud of the fact you had been a good teacher. There have been great teachers in this country. There's no time to enumerate all of them. There have been great teachers all over. That's why teachers are so much respected. Now finally, I want to close with one thing. It is now 73 years since we have become free. India has become free 73 years back. In these 73 years, we have achieved a lot. We could have achieved more had we changed the education slightly in a different way. Not to hang on to the education left behind by the Britishers. We should have inculcated certain things in our education to make our students proud of the fact they are Indians. There is no country equal to India. There is no culture equal to that of the Indian culture. But we have not told them anything. We have not told them what is so great about India. We have not told them who are the great men and women who made India great. We have not told them how we got this freedom. 100-year struggle. And ultimately we got it through peaceful methods. And we have also not told them what are the challenges that awaits them in the 21st century. And finally, we have not told them how to convert the challenges into opportunities. These are all some of the mistakes we have made. So we have to correct all these things. On a day like this, I want you teachers to sit around and introspect and find out what should be the right policy. Mere science and economics alone does not decide the fortunes of a nation. What really matters is character. In KCT we say character is life. That's why in KCT we have a Mahatma Gandhi Study Center and a Vivekananda Study Center and a meditation center. We got to put all these things to good use. We have to inculcate in the minds of our students the greatness of this nation of ours. And as a result of which they should be proud of it and be ever ready to sacrifice for the well-being of nation. Empowerment should not stop with the students empowering themselves and settling down happily in life. Our founder, Arutchelvar, I wish I had the statistics with me. He has, in his lifetime, started about 35 educational institutions. 35,000 students are with us. Name it, everything is there. One man in one lifetime has done it. And KCT also was done with a purpose. KCT is not yet another engineering college. Don't for heaven's sake mistake it that way. The job does not stop with giving them a degree and a job and asking them to leave. No. That's not the vision of a founder. A founder was a great Gandhian. He was in the state legislature for 3 terms. He was the state planning commission for 2 terms. 3 big universities have honored him. Almost all the religious mutts have honored him. For what? For his social concern. Abdul Kalam gave him the Padma Bhushan. And while pinning the Padma Bhushan on him, Kalam told our children, இந்த விருதை இந்திய அரசாங்கம் உங்களுக்கு தருவதற்கு காரணம் தமிழுக்கு நீங்கள் ஆற்றிய தொண்டுக்காக இந்த விருது என்று சொல்லி கொடுத்தார். He never said anything to others. We were all there in the Rashtrapati Bhavan watching the whole ceremony. So only to Arutchelvar he said, the government of India is grateful to you for what you have done for the great Tamil literature. However, we have to prepare our children with a vision. You got to be here, suffer and struggle and lift this nation to great heights. That is the vision of Dr. Radhakrishnan. Radhakrishnan was a great man, you know. If I were to talk only about Radhakrishnan, all the time will go for that itself, but maybe for another time. For the time being, I will only wish to conclude by saying, it is divine grace that has made you all teachers. Be proud to be teachers. Enjoy teaching. Remain committed. As I told you, make the right choice. Don't see this just as a career. It's a lot beyond that. It's a lot beyond that. You can decide the destiny of a nation by acting as agents to bring about the right change in society. With this, I wish you all the best. Take a pledge today in the name of Dr. Radhakrishnan that you will be a role model. Students should admire you. The teachers of my times I still remember. Even today we remember. Arutchelvar had the picture of his teacher all the time at Shakti Nilayam. Even today if you go there, his school teacher. And Abdul Kalam used to say the primary school teacher matters, not the engineering college professors. No, the primary school teacher who goes to groom the character and the future of a child. So with this I leave. I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Spend some time in introspection and decide today to do even better so that when your time of retirement, when you go home, when you look back, you got to be proud of the fact you have discharged your duties to the best of your ability. Thank you very much.
That was an inspirational speech, right from taking us through a self-introspection about the role of a teacher, till then concluding with how the teachers can act as change makers for a progressive nation. Every single minute was enlightening.
Yes, that was indeed unerring. Thank you, sir, for those insightful words of wisdom.
Now, we have a distinguished personality with us who stood as a pillar of support for the development of Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. It is with immense pleasure I welcome Dr. P. Venkatachalam, Principal, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture, to address the gathering.
அனைவருக்கும் எங்கள் குமரகுரு வேளாண் நிறுவனத்தின் சார்பில் இனிய வணக்கங்கள். கற்றுக்கொள்வதில் தீராத காதலும், கற்றுக் கொடுப்பதில் மாறாத பற்றும், மாணவர்களின் வாழ்க்கையை வழிநடத்திகளாய், நடைமுறை எடுத்துக்காட்டுகளாய் திகழும் கல்வியின் வாழும் உருவங்களான ஆசிரியர்களுக்கு என் பணிவான வணக்கங்கள். என் இனிய ஆசிரியர் தின வாழ்த்துக்கள். இந்த இனிய தினத்தில் காலத்தின் கட்டாயமாய் சில உறுதிகளை பொடியாக ஏற்போம். நான் மாணவர்களுக்கு எதையும் கற்றுக் கொடுப்பதில்லை, அவர்கள் கற்றுக்கொள்ள சாதகமான சூழலை உருவாக்குவதோடு சரி என்ற ஆல்பர்ட் ஐன்ஸ்டீன் அவர்களின் கூற்றுக்கு ஏற்ப தரவுகளையும் மெய்மைகளையும் தரும் பணியை புத்தகங்களிடம் விட்டுவிட்டு மாணவர்கள் இயல்பாகவும் சுலபமாகவும் கற்கும் சூழலை உருவாக்குவோம். கற்றலை இயக்குகிற அடிப்படையான ஆற்றல், சக்தி, விசை, ஆர்வம், அதை உருவாக்குவோம், வழிப்படுத்துவோம், நெறிப்படுத்துவோம், ஒரு புள்ளியிலே குவித்திடுவோம். இன்று கல்வி எடுத்துரைப்பது என்ற நோயால் அவதிப்படுகிறது என்ற பாவ்லோ பிரேராவின் கூற்றை மாற்றி வகுப்பறை மௌன கலாச்சாரத்தை அடியோடு ஒழித்து உரையாடல் கலாச்சாரத்தை உருவாக்குவோம். உண்மையான ஆசிரியர்கள் புத்தகங்களிலிருந்து அல்ல, இதயங்களில் இருந்தே பாடங்களை நடத்துகின்றனர் என்ற ஜான் கோட்டின் வரிகளை மெய்ப்பிக்க வகுப்பறைகளில் மனித துவேஷத்தை அல்ல, மனித நேயத்தை போற்றுவோம். இறுதியாய், நமது கல்வி உருவாக்க வேண்டியது அஞ்சு ஒளியும் குடிமகன்களை அல்ல, வலிமையும் சுய கட்டுப்பாடும் ஆளுமையும் தன்னம்பிக்கையும் கொண்ட தலைமை பண்பு மிக்க இளைஞர்களை என்ற டாக்டர் ஏபிஜே அப்துல் கலாமின் கனவை நனவாக்குவோம். மீண்டும் ஒருமுறை என் இனிய ஆசிரியர் நண்பர்களுக்கு என் வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்து நமது ஜாயின்ட் கரஸ்பாண்டன்ட் அவர்களை வரவேற்பதில் மிக மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். ஆசிரியர்களின் வளர்ச்சியிலே, அவர்களுடைய முன்னேற்றத்திலே அதிகமான ஆர்வம் காட்டக்கூடியவர், ஆசிரியர்களே கல்வியின் ஆதாரம் என்பதில் உறுதியான நம்பிக்கை கொண்டவர், அறிவு கட்டுமானத்தை இன்டலெக்சுவல் இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சரை உருவாக்குவதில் ஆர்வமிக்கவர். இன்றைய ஆசிரியர் தின வாழ்த்துக்களை கூறுவதில் அவருக்கு முக்கிய பங்குண்டு. அவரை மீண்டும் மீண்டும் வருக வருக என வரவேற்று வாழ்த்துரை வழங்கிட அன்புடன் அழைக்கின்றேன். விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Greetings to all of you on what I would call is your day, and also wishes to all at your home and family and friends. Today I'm sure we're all just thinking about or introspecting about what our chairman just spoke. The role of a teacher, and I think in some ways the relevance of a teacher, and so much more. It was indeed deeply reflective and inspiring. And for me, I also started thinking about my teachers. I could not help but think about Mrs. Hawks, who was my first teacher who came home to teach me, Mrs. Rodriguez in maybe 3rd or 4th standard, and so many others. And another person who came to my mind is Mr. Nataraj, who was my history teacher in 10th standard, and certainly he was an inspiring person. At that age, maybe some things were funny, but the way he explained history, I think, awakened an interest into history in me. In fact, he is the father-in-law of one of our professors, Professor Rajni, in the computer science department. So I think many of us will be introspecting, reflecting, and in ways emotional about thinking about our growing up and teachers and so much more. But friends, I think on this day, I want to also talk about some of my thoughts on this. As we celebrate the great role and relevance of teachers, we must not forget the fact that this pandemic, which has caused a pause on the planet, has actually put a full stop or a short-term closure to education around the world. In the modern era, never before has education stopped or stalled like this ever before, even during wartime and other parts where parts of the world were not affected. But this pandemic has ensured that our students, school and college, stay at home around the world for a long period. But there are good signs. We are seeing that many countries are reopening schools and colleges, and there is some talk about plans about India holding its exams and other things. But this has brought into question something that has been discussed for long: the relevance of higher education, what it does, and actually what it fails to do. And the pandemic, I think, has brought this conversation much faster forward about its challenges. And sometimes we also hear about people talking about the relevance of education, the relevance of current teaching formats, and so many other things. But I actually think the relevance of education is even higher, and the role of the teacher is going to get even more enhanced. And what am I talking about? Yesterday morning, one of Tamil Nadu's leading entrepreneurs and investors was in a conversation, another personal conversation, but then we spent about half an hour speaking about education, higher education, and he sort of pushed me into thinking what next, what more, what is Kumaraguru going to do? There we went into this conversation that over the last many decades, and maybe even longer around the world, after textbooks started getting sort of solidified and curriculum sort of getting broad-based, centrally prepared, the role of a college or a teacher largely became a point of echoing what was already prepared. So he was asking me, Indian educational institutions actually have survived or are successful in giving the experience to the student. And what is this experience? The academic experience, the co-curricular experience, the social experience in a college, along with its infrastructure and so many other things that our colleges and universities, or certainly an institution like Kumaraguru has. But he said maybe the pyramid which is built like this has to sort of go upside down. And what is this upside down? He said maybe content and the creator of the content, and in this case the teacher or the professor, has to become the top now. And ourselves are directing our students to learn from the world. But actually, I actually think listening to this person and introspecting, this whole opportunity of learning through technology, other platforms, is like the new library. And what is the new library? The library is Coursera, is Swayam, is so many other things. Like they took books, they will take courses. But students and teachers will have to come together to learn together, to understand, and they will still need somebody to support them in that learning. And I also think maybe, like some of you have taken the lead earlier with Banyan and now with Germinate, many of us will have to take the lead in becoming able to create content, to imagine new content, to understand what the world needs, and actually the role of the teacher will become even more predominant in the times to come. But yes, for people who are ready, who want to, and who are able to. So I think it's interesting times, it's indeed incredible times, but interesting and inspiring because these moments and realities have forced us to think of the new normal and the next normal. So the future person is going to be somebody who's intellectually hugely awakened, inspired, and loves the job as Chairman just spoke, and also somebody who understands the social relevance of education. Maybe the short-term relevance of education is a degree and a job, but I think, like what was spoken, the relevance of education, and certainly for all our Kumaraguru institutions, is the fact that we will help our students support and stand by to make them good citizens, good humans, and able humans for the world, for the country, for their families, and everybody. So I think this role to be a guide, a mentor, maybe a friend sometimes, is going to increase even further. While our young people are becoming a lot more exposed and a lot more confident, there is the fact that they need a lot more strength. They need a lot more mental strength. So our role will be holistic also. I think we as an institution in the last many weeks have decided that we will not react but respond to this whole context. And I'm not sure we have done well, but we have certainly tried very well. And we are, our whole product code along with the platforms, that technology platforms, is at least providing a new context. So it's interesting that the new classroom is Microsoft Teams. Our whole new process is the Kite, and code is the place where we will all play, where you all will perform to your best with the knowledge that inspires all of us. I thought today I should talk about this because Teachers' Day normally is a time on campus where we are all getting together with a lot of your family members, with all teaching faculty, support faculty, admin staff, and everybody else are here with their families and children. Sadly, we are not able to do that in campus. I sit in front of this camera and speak to connect with all of you. This is the new normal, but maybe we all have to remember that we will all meet soon. We will not meet very soon, but till that, we have to keep fighting this. And I know we are a strong force in Kumaraguru, and I want to acknowledge and appreciate everybody's involvement, but also today appreciate all those award winners, people who have done so well, who are examples for all of us, who make the great Kumaraguru experience even greater. So I think that is what I want to celebrate today, and let us also pledge ourselves that this Teachers' Day, we will remember that this is a wonderful and a great profession, a great role to play for society, and let us all be inspired as KCTians, as people who work for this great institution. I want to wish you and also wish everybody at home, because they too, I'm sure, are proud that they have a teacher. Best wishes and thank you.
Thank you, sir. As always, we are out of words to thank you enough for your charismatic speech. Hey, Sukirta, don't you think revisiting our memory line a very special feeling?
Oh yes, it is, Ashwit. No matter how much ever it is etched in our memory, revisiting those beautiful moments once again is always a fortune.
Exactly. So, now it's time to take a memory ride back to 2019 Teachers' Day celebrations.
We now have with us an esteemed visionary, Dr. J. Srinivasan, Principal, Kumaraguru College of Technology. It is with immense pleasure we welcome him to address the gathering about the overview of the award ceremony.
Greetings to everybody. It's my pleasure to be connected with you on this Teachers' Day. My Teachers' Day wishes to all the teachers and staff. A teaching profession is an important profession in which we contribute to the society for the satisfaction of all the stakeholders. Hope that your involvement will be full for the satisfaction of all the students in our campus. And management has instituted a number of awards on this Teachers' Day. This has been followed for the past few years. Many of you may have applied and have received these awards in the past. This year also, plenty of awards have been grabbed by many of our faculty members. I congratulate them for getting these awards. Hope that you will be involved in these awards in future too. This will be a kind of a good motivation to all of you to grab these awards. And the awards are varied in nature, including leadership, knowledge transfer, student development, teaching learning, Industry Institute Connect, co-curricular, extracurricular activities. So these awards will be able to give you a direction about your own self. So your involvement is very much important. With that note, I congratulate again all the teachers who are receiving these awards. On behalf of the management, best wishes from our side on this Teachers' Day event.
Thank you, sir, for that enlightening talk. Now, let's get to the most awaited session of today, the award ceremony. Myself, Sukirta,
and Shriyanta
take immense pleasure in wishing you all
a very happy Teachers' Day.
We are here to announce the Teachers' Day Awards 2020.
The first award on the line is the Award of Merit for Teaching. Teaching is the only profession that creates all other professions. We have classic examples from the epics. If not for Dronacharya and his excellency in teaching, the world would not have witnessed Arjuna. Now, with you people as Dronacharya, with your blessings and support, we will definitely excel as Arjunas and make you all proud to honor your greatness. This category of awards recognizes individuals who have mastered the art of education. The award of merit for teaching goes to
Mr. Muthukumar S., Department of Aeronautical Engineering. Mr. Andrew Von Abraham Dedi, Department of Automobile Engineering. Dr. Satish Kumar T., Department of Biotechnology. Ms. Ashwini D., Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Mr. Vishnu A., Department of Civil Engineering. Mr. Karthikeyan R., Department of Electronics and Communications Engineering. Mr. Mohana Sundaram N., Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Dr. Dinesh Kumar V., Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. Dr. Kavita S., Department of Fashion Technology. Mr. Venkateshan N., Department of Information Science and Engineering. Ms. Saroja M.N., Department of Information Technology. Dr. Sabita B., Department of Mechatronics Engineering.
Dr. Dinakaran M., Department of Textile Technology. Dr. Nalini P., MBA. Dr. Ahmed Ibrahim S., MCA. Dr. Prasanna P., Department of Commerce, Class. Dr. Manjula Bashini K., Department of English, Class. Mr. Dayal Rajan, Department of Management, Class. Dr. Mary Lewis L., Department of Mathematics, Class. Dr. Emmanuel Daniel, Department of Social Work, Class. Dr. Venugopal S., Department of Tamil, Class. Mr. Vijay Srinivasan, Department of Visual Communication, Class. Dr. Suresh Kumar R., KIA. Dr. Iniya Kumar M. KIA.
The next category of awards is Award of Merit for Industry and Education Connect. Anything when experienced in real becomes more enhanced than what it is being counted for. Industry and education relationship paves way for this. It plays one of the pivotal roles in promoting and inculcating the innovation culture amidst students, and that person who connects students with industrialists on a variety of levels from a wide range of ideas are the ones who deserve plaudits. The award of merit for industry and education relationship goes to
Dr. Udaya Shankar C. Tripoli. Ms. Preeti Priyadarshini T. KIA. The Award of Merit, Student Development. A teacher who makes professionalism not a label given to a student, but a description that others would apply to him, has reached success. The beauty of this profession is defined when a teacher steps ahead of the classroom to travel with the students for their development in real life. One such award that recognizes this is the Award of Merit, Student Development. And this award goes to
Mr. Darshan Kumar K, Department of Aeronautical Engineering. Mr. Sivakumar S, Department of Automobile Engineering. Dr. Kumaravel K, Department of Biotechnology. Mr. Kirubakaran R, Department of Computer Science. Mr. Vishnu A, Department of Civil Engineering. Mr. Darwin R, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Mr. Arun Kumar S, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Dr. Dinesh Kumar, Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. Mr. Prabhu K, Department of Fashion Technology. Mr. Venkatesan N, Department of Information Science and Engineering. Dr. Alamelu, Department of Information Technology. Mr. Rafiq R, Department of Mechatronics Engineering.
Dr. Dinakaran, Department of Textile Technology. Mr. Sanjeev Srinivasan, Masters of Business Administration. Dr. Jayakantan, Masters in Computer Applications. Dr. Prasanna, Department of Commerce, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. Dr. Manjula Bashini, Department of English, Class. Dr. Dayal Rajan, Department of Management, Class. Dr. Emmanuel Daniel, Department of Social Work, Class. Dr. Sudalai Mani, Department of Tamil, Class. Mr. Vijay Srinivasan, Department of Visual Communication, Class. Dr. Paramasivam R., Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. Dr. Sangeeta KIA. Next category of award of merit for institutional development.
Every success story is a tale of constant adaptation, revision, and change. The role of teachers as agents of change in institutional development is very pivotal for holistic development. The next award aims at recognizing people who have made outstanding contributions to change in KCT. The award of institutional development goes to Dr. Pungodi, Masters of Business Administration. Dr. Sendal Kumar K., Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. Dr. Damotharan, KIA. Dr. Manju, KIA.
The next category, Best Young Faculty. The ignited mind of youth is the most powerful resource, says Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And the saying goes, to the young mind, everything is individual and stands by itself, by and by. It finds how to join two things and see in them one nature. The award recognizes the young mind. The award for the best faculty goes to Mr. Saravanan, Department of Textile Technology. Dr. Suganya, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture.
The next category of awards is Best Faculty, Innovative Knowledge Transfer. Innovative ideas are the architect of exceptional development in the world. Teachers who transfer their knowledge to sculpt a better future of ours in a more innovative way are always special. The award of merit in innovative knowledge transfer goes to Mr. Naveen Kumar C., Department of Automobile Engineering. Dr. Sangeeta, Masters of Business Administration.
departmental contribution. The success of an institute depends on the individual of the departments that holds the banners high of the institute. The award aims at recognizing people who have made outstanding contributions in bringing reforms to their department. The award for the best faculty departmental contribution goes to Dr. Emmanuel Daniel, Department of Social Work, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. Mr. Vijay Srinivasan, Department of Visual Communication, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. The next category of awards are Best Faculty Domain Exercise. Students' success is determined by the achievements he or she has done in their respective field of interest. For this, they had to be provided with intense and well-crafted knowledge in the respective domain. This award aims at recognizing people who have expertised in their domains of interest. And the award of Best Faculty Domain Expertise goes to Dr. Gayatri, Department of Civil Engineering. Dr. Syed Ali Fatima, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Dr. Bhaskar, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. Best faculty, the privilege of the institution is symbolized in the teaching arena by students who come out of the institution with flying colors. Alumni interaction serves as the inspiration for many students and also plays a pivotal role in institutional development. The award aims at recognizing people who have the best connection with alumni. And the award goes to Dr. Selvan, Department of Civil Engineering. The next category of awards is Best Faculty Professional Development. Students, before stepping into the world outside college, have to be trained on various aspects to better them as professionals, to meet the societal demands and compete to reach high. Teachers play an important role in fostering students as professionals. This award aims at recognizing people for their contribution in professional development, and the award for Best Faculty in Professional Development goes to Mr. Navaneet Krishnan R, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Best Faculty, Farm Development. Farmlands are the rhythms of the Indian agriculture. Consistent farm development contributes to the exponential development of the agricultural sector. This award recognizes individuals who forecasted the process of farm development on a significant scale. And the award for the best faculty in farm development goes to Dr. R. Ramesh Kumar, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. The next category of awards is Best Faculty Extracurricular Activity. College education becomes wholesome when the component of extracurricular activities comes into play. Extracurriculars provide a setting leading to enhanced individual development. This award aims at recognizing people for their interests and development in extracurricular activities. And the award for Best Faculty Extracurricular Activities goes to Dr. Arokya Lawrence Vijay, Science and Humanities Department. Dr. Kritika, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. faculty, co-curricular. Students stand out as unique with their out-of-box ideas and interesting talents. One thing that significantly contributes to this is the co-curricular activities, contributing to the holistic betterment. This award aims at recognizing people for their interest and involvement in co-curricular activities. And the award goes to Mr. Sai Ganesh, Department of Automobile Engineering. Dr. Alamelu, Department of Information Technology. Dr. Nisha, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture.
The next set of awards is Best Faculty for Leadership. Every leader who has emerged had one thing in common: a teacher. A teacher is the first inspiration for every student in pursuing his or her life in long journey of leadership. So this award goes to one such teacher who strives hard as a leader yet inspires everyone effortlessly. And the award for Best Faculty Leadership goes to Dr. Maheshwari, Science and Humanities Department. Dr. Priyanka, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture.
Here is to the people who think like us and believe in us. The people who have broken the labels of a stereotype, strict teacher and have won the hearts of their students. Yes, now we proudly present the voices of your students, the most loved Engal Asan Award. And the award goes to.
So before getting to the awards, the teachers can use the chat box to guess the answers from each department. So the first department, the teacher who even puts his phone in airplane mode, and the Chandrayaan who fuels to complete our dream orbit. Any guesses who it is from aeronautical department? To the teacher who was on board as a driving force to accelerate us in the road of success. Any guesses who it is from the automobile department? Shivakumar sir, do you want to share your thoughts, sir? Shivakumar sir, do you want to share your thoughts, sir?
Actually, yes, thank you so much. I have to share something.
Yes, sir, you can.
I'm deeply indebted to my parents and all my teachers, and especially KCT, right from every Teachers' Day, they're recognizing the potential of every teacher. KCT is doing a wonderful job, identifying the capability, recognizing them in all respect, not only one area. So that is tremendous. It makes me more responsible, doing more. Like every year, it's a boost. It's a energy given by the students. As I always say, teachers live in hearts of the student. It is if a teacher is happy, he can make every entire class happy. It is the power of teacher can spread. I'm talking on behalf of all the teachers. There are a lot of untold efforts taken by every teacher. I dedicate this to all my mentors, my teachers, fellow teachers who inspire me, always encourage me, especially the students. They only make us, it's a reflection basically. When they ask, when they really respect, when they really want something from you, your role is more responsible. I once again thank the management, entire team. I'm truly indebted. I want to do more. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your words, sir. To the teacher who stands as DNA, stands to develop the student's growth. Any guesses who it is from the biotechnology department? To the teacher who is the perfect syntax to their programmers. Any guesses who it is from the computer science and engineering department? Who is the building block of the student's skyscraper tree? Any guesses who it is from the civil engineering department? To the teacher who matches the frequency of their students and amplifies their vision towards their goals. Any guesses who it is from the ECE department?
To the teacher who steps up the energy of their students for amazing results. Any guesses who is from the EEE department? To the teacher who acts as a rectifier and only accepts the best for and from his students. Any guesses who is from the E&I department? To the teacher who patterns students' dream and guides them in the show called life. Any guesses who is from the FT department? The teachers who boost the creativity of the coders. Any guesses who is from the IT department? To the teachers who boost the creativity of the coders. Any guesses who is from the IT department?
To the teachers who enhance the spirit of RoboWars. Any guesses who it is from the mechatronics engineering department? To the teacher who helps spin their students' dreams into reality. Any guesses who it is from the textile department? To the cool teacher who turns what these students picture as mirrors into windows and push the limits to get them there. Any guesses for the MBA department? Nalini ma'am, would you like to share something?
Thank you. So I wish all my fellow teachers happy Teachers' Day. It's really a pleasure. I'm feeling blessed on this day. I feel I should build the dreams of my students. I co-work with them. I try to contribute in their learning process in building their dreams instead of pushing something to them. I think that's the success of any teacher. Thank you for this. I'm feeling blessed. Thank you.
To the teacher who is the driving factor to student innovations. Any guesses who it is from the MCA department?
To the teachers who liberates the thought in articulate minds and tune us science. Any guesses who it is from the Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science?
Dr. Prasanna, Commerce, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. English, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. Mr. Dayala Rajan, Management, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science.
Mr. Gautam M., Department of Political Science, class. Anju, Department of Psychology, class. Dr. Emmanuel Daniel, Department of Social Work, class. Dr. Durai Murugan, Department of Tamil, class. Mr. Vijay Srinivasan, Department of Visual Communication, class. To the teacher who sows seeds of knowledge and help us to harvest our dreams. Any guesses who is from the Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture? Dr. Hemalata, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture.
And now to the most expected award, which goes to the most deserving teacher. A teacher who does the best in all ways possible, who is in the continuous iteration process of fulfilling every duty a teacher has. To the most endearing, most engaging, and most energetic staff, we present the most prestigious award named after the great scholar and outstanding teacher whose reason we are here today, Dr. Radhakrishnan himself.
We are very happy in presenting this award to a person who has done tremendous achievement. Her contribution to research and publications, funding and sponsorship projects, industrial collaborations, MOUs are unmatchable. She has played a huge role in administrative support for institutional events and activities. We are out of words to describe her qualities and contributions that makes her what she is. And the Dr. Radhakrishnan Award goes to
Devaki ma'am, would you like to share your thoughts to us, ma'am? Devaki ma'am, would you like to share your thoughts to us, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am. Sound and clear. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank our management for giving this award. I'm very happy today in this occasion. First of all, I would like to thank for getting this prestigious award during this Teachers' Day. So my passion is teaching with dedication and involvement. So during this occasion, I am getting this award. Like to thank JC sir, our chairman and principal and all jury involved in this selection. I'm dedicating this award to all my friends, colleagues and family members. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your words, ma'am. A small announcement. The awards and the gift vouchers will be sent to the respective award winners from the HR department. Congratulations and thanks to all the staffs.
We have reached the end of a celebration. Today we all are what we are because of you. Our hearts are filled with pure gratitude by looking at the dedication and passion that you show towards your profession.
We thank you for continuously inspiring us to do our best. We found guidance, discipline, love, friendship, everything in one human form. Once again,
Happy Teachers' Day.
Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. Dear teachers, on behalf of all the students, I would like to thank you for inspiring us, igniting our minds, and instilling the love of learning in us. We wish you a very happy Teachers' Day.
On this special day, I would like to thank all the teachers for being with us during all the hardships. Awesome teachers are hard to find, difficult to part with, and impossible to forget. So we're lucky to have you. Happy Teachers' Day.
According to me, a teacher is an architect of the society. who molds a student in a particular and a better way. And only in teacher you would see a father, a mother, and a friend. So I'd like to wish all the teachers, staffs, and lab assistants of KCT a very happy Teachers' Day.
A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite imagination, and instill the love of learning. It's you who made us realize our potential and illiterate us in every situation. As we know, a teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches the heart. So, முதல் அக்வரையினுள் இவ்வுலகத்தினை உள்ளடக்கி ஐயங்கள் அனைத்தும் நீக்கிய ஆசிரியர்களுக்கு இனிய ஆசிரியர்கள் தின நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
A teacher's purpose is not to create students in his image, but to develop students who can create their own identity. It is truly said that teachers are the backbone of our society.
As we all know that our teachers are our second parents, and I definitely would not be the person I am today if not for them. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for doing what you do, and I wish you a happy Teachers' Day.
The only insights that flashes after many years from now will be the memory of the values, the morals and the life lessons that teachers best teach in one's lifetime more than the syllabus and classes will ever teach.
To all the teachers out there, we may not say it always, but we mean it when we say it. Thank you for creating us the best learning experiences and helping us whenever we fell down. As this semester progresses, we all know that you guys are working really hard and making our learning experience a best one. So I take this as an opportunity and thank you all and wish you a very happy Teachers' Day.
Dear teachers, thank you for continuously inspiring us to do our best. We found guidance, friendship, discipline, education, and almost everything. Thank you for supporting and enlightening us. Thank you for molding us into what we are today. Happy Teachers' Day.
For all the efforts and hard work you have put to bring about the best among us, especially during this quarantine situation, can never be repaid with any mere words. We are always grateful for all your support and constant motivation. Happy Teachers' Day to such beloved and respected teachers.
They are like the lamp wicks which sacrifice itself to lighten the lamp, which is students. They forget all their hardships and always wear a brightening smile when they are with the students.
Thanks for all your efforts that you have put to bring success in our lives.
Teachers are the backbone of any country. They are the pillars upon which aspirations get converted into realities. This was said by our former President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I am extremely happy to take this opportunity to thank our teachers for their noble service and to wish them all a happy Teachers' Day.
Very happy Teachers' Day to all the wonderful teachers out there.
Happy Teachers' Day to all my dear teachers. Without you, I am nothing.
With this, we have come to the end of the session. We thank all the participants for patiently listening to us for the past 1.5 hours. And once again, hearty congratulations to all the award winners. And a very happy Teachers' Day to all the staffs out there. With this, signing off, Sukirta
and Shriyanta.
Thank you.
Thank you, one and all.